So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl barrister NEZE, and this is NEZE Peperempe. You're welcome to another sit down video. And this video is very long overdue. When my mom visited us last year, it's only 4 years now since she came. A number of people reached out and asked to know the process, the requirements, steps, and all of that. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. And I'll also gist us. I'll be gisting us what happened with my mother-in-law and her coming, so we can learn from that. Okay, let me put this disclaimer out here. This video is for general information. It's not legal advice. It is not immigration advice. Always check the official IRCC websites before applying, because you know immigration rules change every day. Documentation requirements can change. What was applicable last year when we did ours may not be this year, so please take note of that. And before we go in, if you are new here, you are seeing my face for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's just down there. Subscribe to our channel, turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any posts, and drop your comments, your experiences down below. So let us talk about applying for a Canadian visitor visa for parents or grandparents, and my experience, and how Canada tried to put asunder to what God has joined together, but them no fits. All right, so first and foremost, what is a visitor visa? A visitor visa, also called a temporary resident visa, is a visa that allows someone from a visa required country to travel to Canada for a temporary visit. You know, there's some countries that you do not need visa to enter Canada, like US, America, you don't need visa to enter Canada. So it is someone from a visa required country, like Nigeria. Is there any African country that is not visa required? And you know, for a temporal visit to Canada, it can be for tourism, for visiting family, attending events, or spending time with children or grandchildren. It's very good that I put that out there. We start from there, because some unscrupulous visa agents may have misrepresented what this visa is really about in order to, you know, rip people off, make money. They might overpromise on this visa. So a visitor visa does not mean that the person now has rights to live in Canada permanently. It's just for temporary stay. So when you apply for a visitor visa, the visa officer wants to see that first and foremost the person will visit Canada, of course. Secondly, they would obey the rules when they're here, and thirdly, they would return home after the visit. They want you to go back. Yes. So what is the first thing you need to know before you think about inviting your parents or grandparents over here? The first thing I believe you should know is that there are two main types of visas that grandparents can use to visit Canada. The first one is the regular visitor visa, which I just explained, and the second one is the super visa, and there are enormous differences between the both of them, which I will tell you. For the regular visitor visa, a grandparent can be invited by almost anyone who is legally living in Canada. International students can invite their grandparents using this the regular visitor visa. Temporary foreign workers, people that just came here on a job work visa, can invite. Any kind of legally resident person in Canada can invite their parents or grandparents using the regular visitor visa. But for the super visa, it is only available for parents and grandparents of people who are Canadian citizens or permanent residents. Okay, so if the child or the grandchild in Canada is on a study permit or a work permit, the grandparents cannot be eligible for the super visa. The second difference between the regular visitor visa and the super visa is that the regular visitor visa is available to most people who qualify to visit Canada temporarily. So you can invite your sibling, you can invite your in-laws, you can invite nephews and nieces using the regular visa. They can come using that, while a super visa is designed for and available only to parents and grandparents of Canadian citizens and permanent residents. So you cannot invite your brother or sibling using the super visa. No, Canada created that one just for the papas and the mama lulus. That is another difference. The third one is that the regular visitor visa usually allows a stay of up to 6 months per visit max. You can extend, that's another story for another day, but the initial visa is granted for 6 months per visit, while the super visa can allow parents and grandparents to stay in Canada for up to 5 years. So for those that want their parents to come and stay here for a long time, of course you should be thinking the super visa, right? For us, we went for the regular visitor visa for my mother, for the grandmas, not the super visa. Why? Simple, because there was no plan at all for them to stay, for my mom to stay more than 6 months. We were very good with that visitor visa. Besides, the super visa may come with some extra requirements that the regular visitor visa do not come with, like compulsory medical insurance, like some income requirements, I think higher income requirements that the regular one would not ask for. Sometimes it might even need mandatory medical exams. Like when my mom was coming, she didn't need to do medicals like we did when we were relocating. But I hear that for the super visa, mandatory medical examinations is required. So we didn't want all those plenty wahala. We just went with the regular visitor visa. So that's the first thing. You need to decide whether you are going to use the regular visitor visa or the super visa. That's number one. The next thing is to prepare the visitor's documents. For us, both Mama's international passports were expired, so we had to start from the scratch to make for the both of them. We did the 10-year passports. I think there's 5 years and there's 10 years. There was no need to, I don't think there's any need to do 5 years. After 5 years, you can renew again. So all of us in the family, we just did 10 years. It's a bit more expensive, but for me, it's totally worth it. Next thing for you to do is to start gathering documents to show family, financial, social, business ties to the country of that visitor. If it's marriage certificate, employment letter, if the person is still working, business registration, if the person is self-employed, property documents to show that I get property, I know they run, I have property back home. And I will tell you as this video progresses why this is very, very important. So you need to get all of those documentation that shows ties that this visitor is, has a connection back home that they do not want to forfeit. Then the next thing you need to do is to prepare the invitation documents from Canada. So we, inviting our mothers, we wrote a strong invitation letter, which should of course include the visitor's name, their date of birth, their relationship to you inviting them, the reason for the visit, the length of stay, how long they're going to stay, where they're going to stay. You're going to state everything, who will be financially responsible for their stay, and when they will be leaving Canada. So the letter has a format. Of course, there are so many tools online now that you can prompt to help you write the letter. Please don't just write it off your head so you don't miss any details. So the person inviting the visitor will also have to include their proof of status in Canada, like their PR cards or their Canadian passports, to show that they have legitimate stay. They have to include their proof of address, employment letter. Did we include that? Recent pay stubs. I know, yes, we did. Bank statements. I can't quite remember. Proof of relationship. Just include all the includables, yeah. Then it will be in the portal. What you need to attach will be in the portal, the IRCC portal. So after that invitation letter that we would write, then grandma, the person coming, is also expected to write what they call a purpose of visits. Of course, you'll be the one to do it for them. You'll be the one to open an email account for them over here and do everything for them, right? So that person is expected to write a clear purpose of visit. And that purpose of visit has to be very factual. You don't just say, I want to visit Canada. You have to be specific. For example, you have to say, I want to visit my daughter and grandchildren for 3 months, or to attend a family celebration, or to spend time with my grandchildren, and I'm going to return to my country on this date because I have responsibilities at home. So the letter has to be not just emotional. It has to be it has to be factual. So the next step is to show proof of funds. If the grandparent is sponsoring their trip, then they have to show their own bank statements and income source. if the child, which is the more common one, we are the ones that showed sponsorship. So if it's a child in Canada that is sponsoring, then the child has to show income documents that they're financially capable of taking care of that visitor throughout their stay in Canada. Then the next thing, when you have all these letters, all these documentations ready, the next thing is to apply online, okay, through the official IRCC portal. So just go on Google, search for IRCC, do your registration, login, whatever. Create the IRCC account if you don't have. If you do have, you just sign in, you answer the questions, you upload the documents, you pay the fees, okay? At the time we did ours, I think the visa fee was about $100, plus we now paid extra $85 for biometrics because they're going to capture their fingerprints and all of that. So it was like $185 per mama, per person. After payment, we submitted the application, and then after submission, we received the biometrics instruction letter, which, of course, they must go for the fingerprints and photo. I think the biometric center is in Lagos, so my mother-in-law had to travel all the way to Lagos to be with my mom. She went to my home. They were just tweeting, sending us pictures. They were together for days. Whenever my mother-in-law goes to Lagos for any reason, she always likes to, spend days with my mom, spend time together. They're like besties before she goes back to her days. So both of them went for their biometrics together. I think at Ikeja, if I'm not, no, is it Ikeja or the island? I can't remember the place we did ours, Sha. So they went for theirs. They were peppering us with pictures. After the biometrics, the next step is to start waiting for processing and decision. Of course, it's not automatic. So you have to be on alert, checking your IRCC portal so you can respond quickly if IRCC asks you for any more documents. Okay, you don't want them to ask and you are not checking, and it's just pending there, time is wasting. So this waiting phase, I must add, really surprised us because a lot of people, including my cousin that guided us through the process and had been here before us for a long time, told us that when it comes to visa for grandparents, it's like this, easy peasy, sharp sharp. He has been doing it for his mom. His mom has been coming and going. So he was like, they don't waste time at all. They respond very fast. But to our utmost surprise, we waited for months without any response. In fact, at some point, we were beginning to get worried, like, what's going on? Why this delay? I remember reading in a group that you have to go and meet your city councillor, what did they say, to flag it for them to expedite action. I was like, has it got into this? So after some months, they finally responded. And you will not believe it. My mother-in-law was denied. They didn't approve her visa application. Hey. My mother's own got approved. Same way we did my mother's own was the same way we did my mother-in-law's own. Same document, same letter, template, same everything we used, same documents we attached. But of course, when we sent out the applications, they both fell on the desks of different visa officers. Can you see how personal biases, individual prejudices, and discretion come into play with immigration decisions? Because tell me how the same everything sent out for two different mamas. My mother's application got approved. It even came before my mother-in-law's own, and my mother-in-law's own got declined. For what reason? The visa officer said that he or she had concerns that the applicant, which is my mother-in-law, may not leave Canada at the end of their stay. Or that, what did they say? Was it that they had reservations that they would leave, or that she had weak ties to her home country? So I wouldn't lie to you. We were shocked. It was embarrassing because first, we had already been given the impression that when it comes to grandparents, they never decline. It's a sure banker. So we're like, what the hell? What's going on here? We're like, don't be with our fault. It's not your fault. That condition make crayfish leg bend. It's as our leaders are insulting us. Why won't you people insult us, Joy? When our leaders are misbehaving, that's why you would think that everybody wants to escape their country. Like, seriously, a grandma in her 70s wants to run away from her life, her country, to come and elope to minus 30-something degrees. These people don't even know that our grandparents don't even like your country. Now beg when they beg them. Anyways, no big with that fault. So at this point, we had two options. We could either have chosen to challenge the decision, the refusal, by seeking a judicial review in the courts, at the federal courts of Canada. Now, this is a legal process. It is not a new visa application. It's a legal process to challenge that visa officer's decision, and it often requires an immigration lawyer. It's, of course, more rigorous, more expensive, more cumbersome and everything. That's the first option. The second option is to choose to repay the fees and reapply. Submit a new application with stronger evidence that addresses that first declining visa officer's concern, because you have to indicate that you have been declined. If your visa application has been declined, you have to indicate in the new application that there has been a previous refusal. So that new application has to address the concerns of that former visa officer, and that was what we did. It's usually faster and less expensive, so that's what we did. So in this second application, come and see documentation. We're like, Abi would have said she don't go back. Oh God, let us show you. Let us show you ties. You're looking for ties, okay? Let us show you ties. What did we attach? Picture of her, her night of Saint Molumba picture with her big Saint Molumba cap. We attach up there. So this woman is a member of Saint Molumba. She's a very important person in the church. She's going back to her church. We attached meeting of picture of her, meeting of Umuwani. We were like, visa officer, this is a community leader. She has town meeting and town engagement to spearhead. We attached her with her click lister, with her judge and her village group meeting. We attach her ID card as a church treasurer. What didn't we attach? Hey God. I'm sure the visa officer would have been like, wait till kilo day, una to do. I beg, take your visa and go. Because sharply, in a very short time than the first time, it was attended to. And visa was granted. And I'm like, better. Look at these people though. You want to put asunder to what God has joined together, to the spiritual bond between my mother-in-law and I. Do you know where we're coming from? Since I left my mother-in-law, she would call me weeping, crying, and she would be like, Adam, I'm sick. Adam, I miss you. Adam. She would be like, since you left me, something inside me died. She felt sick because for the past 10 years since I got married, we have practically been living together. My home has been her home. She has been in and out. We have been so close. Even if you watch that last day, that vlog where the last night before we left, you would observe that it was my mother-in-law that was crying, not even my mother. It was my mother-in-law that was acting like the one that comes at edge. She collapsed. My mother was even the one consoling her, telling her, it is not death. What is it? It is not death. It's okay.
Adam one. I call you name means my mother. This girl you see here is my mother. She's my daughter-in-law, but she is my mother. I call her name. She's a wonderful girl. Wonderful. She's a good girl. Beautiful girl. Inside and out. I don't think I can compare anybody to this my girl. She loved me so much. And I love her too. And I'm going to miss you.
I can hear you call my name. I can hear you call my name. Oh, I can hear you call my name.
You are going to be a great woman over there, eh? A bigger Peperempe. International Peperempe.
Come rest your feet.
You will find favor before God and man. Eh? God will keep you. God will keep your husband and your children. You are going to be a great woman. International woman now. We will see a greater part of you now. You will go well. You will go in peace. Huh? Take care of your husband. Take care of your children. Be that good girl I know. That great woman I know. That intelligent woman I know. It shall be well with you, right? It shall be well with you. I will come over. I will come over and we'll be together again. and do our stuff. Peperempe and Mama Veer. God bless you for everything you have done for me. God bless you.
I can hear you.
God increase you, right? It is well with you.
I can
You
hear
go in
you
peace.
call.
And I will join you very soon.
Amen.
I love you so much.
I can hear you
And your husband.
by the river.
Since you have been together since 10 years, I haven't seen you people fighting. I've not seen you people quarreling. I'm always with you here. I want two of you to continue to be together. Love him, and he will love you back. Take care of him.
Drink your fill and be well.
My mother-in-law couldn't bear it. She couldn't fathom it. Her BP rose. She felt sick. She even changed physically. So her coming to see us, her coming to be with us again is so important, not just to her, but to us, because even the children miss her so much. So we're very excited to see that after the whole stalling and delay, her visa got approved and they give her a 10-year straight visa. Usually that's what they give. They give the number of years available on the passport's validity. I remember I told you that we just did a new passport. So it was a brand new passport, 10-year passport. So they just give her 10-year visa on the passport. So whenever any of them want to come, we don't need to face all of these hassles and back and forths. It's just book flights. The visa is already available and ta-da, they are here. So what I need for us to learn from this process and my experience is that for visiting the visas, I don't know whether it would have been different if we went through the super visa. It may have even been different with just a different visa officer, right? But what I needed to understand is that for visiting visas for grandparents to be approved, the application must answer 3 big questions. Number 1, why are they visiting Canada? So the purpose of visit letter from the grandparent must be airtight. Do not make the letter just emotional and weak. Visa officers need evidence, not just family love. Oh, my grandchildren, I love them. They need evidence, not just family love. So that's one. Secondly, second thing you should note is that who will pay for the trip must be glaring. So the invitation letter from you inviting the visitor must be solid. Do not just assume, like we did, that because it's your parents or a grandparent, because the applicant is elderly, the visa will automatically be approved. Clearly you can see, especially people coming from a certain region. Eyebrows already raised. Thirdly, what strong reason do they have to return to their home country? So do not ignore family ties. This is one of the biggest reasons visitor visas are refused. And this is the part we fell under. In order not to do it twice, like us, from the first application, ensure that you support your application with strong documents to show proof of family ties back home. Property ownership, business ownership, employment, if any, medical appointments, return plans, church and community involvement, dependent family members. Just let them know that you don't intend to live in their country or abscond to their country. Just imagine that. Even my mother, do you know that when my mother came at the airport, when she landed, the immigration guy that attended to her began asking her funny questions about her stay and when she wants to go back and all of that. And thankfully, my mother is very sharp. So she cleared them. Like, she was like, I have a thriving business back home. My husband of over 40 years is also waiting for me. All right. So I just came to spend some time with my grandchildren and I look forward to going back. She really cleared the visa officer. He was like, oh, good. You know, so the kind of answer that you give even at the airports can determine whether you'll be allowed in or you'll be immediately turned back. I thought this thing was a joke until it happened to a very, very close friend of mine. Like a friend I call cousin. She went to America for a visit, and at the airport, after giving visa, at the airport, they started, throwing these questions. They will act as if they are just trying to be friendly with you. These guys are trained to get some information from your mouth. This my cousin didn't answer satisfactorily, and would you believe that they returned her back from the airport? Have you guys heard this kind of thing before? Imagine after all the stress, all the expenses, all the waiting, all the plans, the long journey from Nigeria to America. After everything, he landed America, but did not get in. What do we call this? Moses. So imagine looking at where it's not a promised land, but looking at the place you're supposed to go to and not being able to enter and being thrown back. So that can even happen even after the person arrives. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you so you can learn from my journey and my story. Since I came to Canada, when something significant happens like this, I always like to share with you guys so others can also learn and do not repeat the same mistakes. I hope you have grabbed the theater too. So guys, yes, let's bring this video to an end here. If you are new here, you are seeing my face for the first time, or if you've been watching us without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, drop all your thoughts down in the comment section, and stay glued for we have so much more coming your way. Don't forget to grab a copy of our book, The Unbroken Spirit. It is a perfect guide to spotting harm before the harm harms you, to setting realistic and practical boundaries, and to rebuilding with doggedness and positivity. You can grab a copy by scanning this code or making recourse to the link pinned in the comment section and in the description box. And if you're having any challenges at all, you can mail us at info@nezeville.com. Thank you so much, guys. Once again, it's me, your girl, Barrister NEZE Peperempe, and this is NEZE Peperempe. I'll see you guys in our next one. Bye.